Hey, fourth grade, I'm back and I'm ready to read. I'm ready today to learn about the functions of parts of plants. So as I read, follow along with me, please. It's only a few pages, and let's learn about the functions of plant parts. All right, it looks like first we're starting out with leaves. Leaves. The leaves of different plants can be very different in shape and size. All leaves, however, work to help plants live. There are two main types of leaves, needles and broadleaves. Most conifers, trees such as pine and spruce, and many cacti have needles. Needle-shaped leaves help prevent water loss. Most other plants have broadleaves. Broadleaves are wide and flat. Beech, oak, and maple trees have broad leaves. So do rose bushes and English ivy. In colder climates, broadleaf trees shed their leaves each fall. They do this to save energy. Winter days are shorter and colder. There is less daylight for photosynthesis, so the trees enter a state of dormancy, or lower activity, until spring. You already know that leaves carry on photosynthesis. In the investigation, you saw that moisture forms as a leaf breathes. The water drops that formed inside the uncoated leaf's bags were caused by transpiration. Transpiration is the giving off of water by plant parts. As the sun heats a leaf, it causes water to become a gas called water vapor. The waxy surface of most leaves keeps water from escaping. But water vapor can escape from tiny holes in the leaves. These are the same holes where gases are exchanged during breathing. So here's an eastern hemlock right here that looks like it's a needle-shaped leaf. Here's a white mulberry, and then here's a lemon leaf. So these are more broad-leafed from broadleaf trees. The leaves of lemon and white mulberry trees are broad. Eastern hemlock trees have leaves shaped like a flat needles. All right, now we're going on to stems. Stems support plants and give them shape. They also contain tubes that carry water and minerals from the roots and food from the leaves to all parts of the plant. Stems also store water and food. Many plant stems, such as those of garden flowers, are soft and flexible or easy to bend. They have a thin, waxy covering that protects them. Most plants with this kind of stem are small and live for only one growing season. When the next season starts, they must grow again from seeds or from the plant's roots. Other plants have stiff, woody stems. Woody stems are hard and thick. They have a layer of bark that protects them. Each year, woody stems grow thicker and sometimes taller. Plants with these tough stems can live many years. Trees and shrubs have woody stems. You can see the picture down here. This mountain laurel has a woody stem. It's this plant right here. You can see the stem right there. This blue phlox has a flexible stem. You can see it's kind of smaller. All right. Now we're going to read about roots. Roots. Roots form the third main part of the vascular plants. Plants that have tubes. Most roots are underground and hold plants in the soil. Roots also take in water and nutrients that plants need for photosynthesis. Some roots store food made by leaves. Roots have adaptations to help plants meet their needs. Some plants have taproots. A taproot is one main root that grows deep into the soil. If you have ever tried to pull up a dandelion, you know how well taproots hold plants in place. Smaller roots branch off from the taproot. Tiny root hairs that take in water and nutrients grow from the taproot. A plant with fibrous roots has many roots of the same size. Fibrous roots grow long but not deep. The fibrous roots also have root hairs that take in water and nutrients from the soil. Grass has fibrous roots. A long, thick taproot firmly holds a dandelion in the ground. The taproot reaches deep into the ground. So here's an example of a taproot right here. Look at that big major root and then all the other roots coming out from it. Shallow growing fibrous roots hold this marigold in the soil. You can see there's not one main root, just a bunch of smaller roots. Cool. Unusual adaptations. You may have read science fiction stories about human-eating plants. Plants don't really eat humans, but some of them do eat meat. Some plants that grow in poor soils have leaf adaptations that let them trap and eat insects. Such plants still make their own food. Insects just provide needed nutrients that may be missing in the soil. So let's read this. The Venus flytrap. Each living thing can sense and respond to some stimulus or condition in its environment. For example, when you sense cold, you put on a jacket. The Venus flytrap is an unusual plant because it has a quick response to a certain stimulus. Oh, I wonder what that stimulus is. An insect sees the leaf of a Venus flytrap as a safe place to land and a possible source of food. When it lands, the insect touches special hairs. Touching any two hairs is the trigger stimulus. The plant responds by snapping the leaf shut. The points on the edges of the leaf halves lace together. So you can see those. It's almost like a finger going like, and then they go like that. Trapping the insect inside. Once the leaf is fully closed, digestive juices dissolve the soft parts of the insect. It may take weeks for the plant to fully digest the insect. When the leaf reopens, the insect skeleton and wings are blown away by the wind. The leaf is then ready for another insect. That is wild. All right. Some meat-eating plants have a smell that attracts their prey. Insects that land on them become trapped by a sticky surface or fall into a pool of liquid and drown. Then the plant's digestive juices dissolve the insect. Sundews and cobra lilies catch their prey in these ways. Other meat-eating plants have active traps with parts that move. The pictures on the facing page show how a Venus flytrap works. That's what we just read. So this part right here was a continuation of this. Very cool. Summary. Plants have leaf, stem, and root adaptations that help them meet their needs. Some plants have parts that trap and digest insects to get needed nutrients. Very cool. All right, fourth grade, get out there and keep learning. Good luck.